All right, welcome back to a new class of the conjunctions. Letztes Mal, wir haben widersprüchliche Konjunktionen gelernt. We have learned, you could say, contradictory conjunctions like obwohl, trotzdem, trotz, and wegen. Wegen is not contradictory, but we still learned it. Yes. So today we'll continue and wir werden doch diese Sätze ergänzen. We'll be filling up these sentences mit den richtigen Konjunktionen, with the right conjunctions, right? So let's find out what would be the right fit. Welches Konjunktionen passt? Dort die neue Schule ist langweilig. Das gehe ich dahin. Now, the school is boring. Dash, I go there. So, nevertheless, I go there. That means trotzdem. Very good. That's like we are basically contradicting the consequence. Widersprechen wir die Folge. Perfect. Alright, Dash, der Mann egoistisch ist, gewinnt viele Anhänger. So the reason is the man is egoistic. He still wins many fans. So basically, the reason is being contradicted. That's although the man is egoistisch, he wins many fans. That is obwohl. Very good. Obwohl der Mann egoistisch ist, gewinnt viele Anhänger. Vergiss nicht, wir sind das der beste Team. So do not forget, we are nevertheless the best team. Yes. So here you could see that we can even use trotzdem like it's a Hauptsatz in the third position as well. So trotzdem could come here. Yeah, do not forget, we are nevertheless the best team. Weißt du was? Durch deine Schwachheit habe ich dich gewählt. Now, do you know? Durch your weakness, I have chosen you. So in spite your weakness, I've chosen you. Yes, so we have basically, what have we done? We have contradicted the reason. In spite, that is trotz deiner Schwachheit. Do you know what? In spite of your weakness, I've chosen you. Okay, ich kann dash der Bauarbeit nicht arbeiten. I can dash the construction not work. I cannot work because of the construction, yeah? So here you could write wegen. There now. Wegen is a very useful word. It's basically a word derived from a noun, from the preposition, and it basically means because, and you don't have to make another sentence like with while or then. You could inside the sentence itself explain the reason. Yeah, I cannot work because of the Bauarbeit, construction work. Okay, ich sagte euch 100-mal, habt ihr das vergessen? So I have told you 100 times, that's the reason. You all have forgotten, that's the result. We'll be contradicting the result that I've told you 100 times, I've told you all 100 times, and you all have nonetheless vergessen. Habt ihr trotzdem. Yes, trotzdem vergessen. Okay. Erinnerst du dich daran, dass wir durch des schlechten Wetters in den Urlaub gegangen sind? Okay, dass wir durch. Okay, so do you remember about that we, in spite of the bad weather, went or have gone or had gone in the vacations, in the holidays? Yes. So do you remember about that we had gone in the holidays in spite of the bad weather? Dass wir trotz des schlechten Wetters in den Urlaub gegangen sind. Okay. Kannst du dir glauben, dass des Kriegs gewann die Liebe in dem Buch Code of Dreams? Genau. So can you believe yourself that in spite of the war, love won in the book Code of Dreams? So basically, kannst du dir glauben, in spite is trotz. So we'll write trotz, yes. Our sign is when there is a genitive article, we know it must be a genitive word. Genau. So kannst du dir glauben, trotz des Kriegs in dem Buch Code of Dreams, trotz des Kriegs gewann die Liebe in dem Buch Code of Dreams, won love in the book Code of Dreams. Okay. Sie beide sind Feinde, sie arbeiten dash gut zusammen. You both are enemies. Yes, that's the reason, and the consequence is sie arbeiten dash gut zusammen. You work nevertheless good together. So trotzdem. Yes, gut zusammen. Du warst nicht da, dash sind wir auf die erste Stelle gekommen. You were not there. Yes. And dash sind wir auf die erste Stelle gekommen. So nevertheless, we have come in the first position. Yes. So this is the reason you were not there. And we have contradicted the result that we have still won the first position. So it will be trotzdem. Yes. Trotzdem. You could say trotzdem sind wir auf die erste Stelle gekommen. Or you could say du warst nicht da. Sind wir trotzdem auf die erste Stelle gekommen. So trotzdem could also be written where we have written wir. Yes, could be written elsewhere as well. Wir haben gewonnen, dash niemand uns unterstützt hat. We have won. Yes, that's the result. And the reason is, maybe you could write it like this. Obwohl or although no one has supported us. We have won, although no one has supported us. So it's important to figure out where is the reason, where is the result. This is the reason. This is the result. We have won. Yes. And the reason is we have contradicted the reason, that is obwohl niemand uns unterstützt. Obwohl niemand uns unterstützt hat. Perfect. Der Hälfte-Weg unterwegs beim Laufen ist er gestürzt. Dash hat er gewonnen. So the reason was that halfway on the way while running, he has fallen. Yes. Gestürzt is like to fall down. Dash hat er gewonnen. Nonetheless, he has won. So we have basically contradicted the result. That's the consequence. So we'll say trotzdem. Trotzdem hat er gewonnen. Yes. Perfect. Hauptsatz. So you see the verb is here, not in the end. Dash der Verzögerung vom Zug war ich verspätet. Dash habe ich die Konferenz nicht verpasst. Because of the delay of the train, I was delayed. But nonetheless, I have not missed the conference. So we could say because is wegen der Verzögerung. Verzögerung is basically delay. Verzögerung, yeah. Vom Zug war ich verspätet. I was delayed because of the delay in the train. And nonetheless, trotzdem, habe ich die Konferenz nicht verpasst. I've not missed the conference. Dash der Verspätung vom Chef haben wir, dash meine Präsentation, das Projekt bekommen. You know? So we could say, in spite of the delay from the boss, we have, because of my presentation, gotten the project. Yes, so we could say in spite is trotz der Verspätung vom Chef haben wir, because of my presentation, wegen meiner Präsentation, das Projekt bekommen. Yes, perfect. So in spite of the delay from the boss, we have, because of my presentation, got the project. Okay, dash du eine tolle Leistung bringst, bist du dash deine Unpünktlichkeit entlassen. Yes. So it's like we are contradicting the reason here, that although you bring a good performance, because of your impunctuality, you are basically entlassen is like when you let someone go from work. It's like fired. Yes. So obwohl du eine tolle Leistung bringst, although you bring a good performance, bist du wegen because of your. Wegen deiner Unpünktlichkeit entlassen. Because of your unpunctuality, you are let to go. Okay. Dash John Berlin ein neuer Schriftsteller ist sein Buch Code of Dreams ganz beeindruckend. So John Berlin is a new writer. His book is very impressive. So we'll be contradicting the reason that John Berlin is a new writer. We'll say although John Berlin ein neuer Schriftsteller ist sein Buch Code of Dreams ganz beeindruckend. Super duper. So vielen Dank für das Mitmachen. Ich danke euch für eure Zeit. Thank you all for joining in and thank you for your time. Treffen wir uns nochmal im nächsten Unterricht und lernen wir noch welche Genitivpräpositionen und Wörter wie wegen und trotz. Okay, bis dann. Ich nehme Abschied von euch. Bis nächstes Mal. Tschüss.